All right, welcome back, everyone. Episode 9. As you can see, we have an unscheduled guest appearance by my guy. You want me to call you William or you want to call you Billy? I call him Billy.
Well, I call him Billy, yeah. Word.
Everybody like, yeah, they be like, yo,
I even got you as William on my phone.
Yeah, they be like, yo, what's up, Will? They be like, oh, yeah, you and Will? I'm like, yeah, Billy right here.
Yeah, word.
So basically, like, you know, my family and close friends, I guess we say call him Billy, but you know, it's like my government. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Colmaz government, word.
Gotcha. Welcome to the space and whatnot. We also got my guy Steve and Ra. Just want to check in. We typically just go around and check in, see how everybody doing, what their weekend's been like and whatnot. Ra, you wanna go first?
Nah, I'm chilling. Man. Good. Fast pace. Good though.
Sounds like the 2 job shit is picking up.
Word. This nigga got no time.
What about you, Steve?
That's pretty chill. I was watching wrestling this weekend, the SummerSlam. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Roman came back. Yeah, for the most part, I didn't really do shit. Y'all see my guy here, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so Billy, you want to...
This is about to go OD bio, word.
You want to talk about your weekend?
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah, word.
Damn.
Yeah. How'd you end up on the show today, son?
So,
word.
So I just got back from Greece. I was in Zakynthos, like a small island outside of Athens. So, basically,
Passport.
Word.
Word. Flight from Zakynthos to Athens and from Athens to JFK. So my layover was in JFK, and when I got to JFK, like a bad storm was in Miami, so I was delayed. I landed like at 3 o'clock on Sunday, and I didn't leave the airport till like almost like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah. Trying to get like my flight situated. It was every flight. There was no flights for Sunday, no flights for Monday, so I'm about to be out in a few more hours. So that's why I'm stuck up here. No luggage.
Oh, tell him about the luggage, bro. I mean, he's saying everything else but the luggage, bro.
That's crazy.
So basically, flying from Zakynthos to Athens, it's like a small island, so they put you on like a small plane. It's kind of like a private jet, but just a little bit bigger. So
nigga flew like a refugee. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah.
So basically, I had a carry-on that I carried onto the plane, and it wouldn't fit in the overhead bin. So the lady took my bag out, and I guess they put it like underneath the plane. So whatever. When we landed in Athens, I got my bag. I saw my bag on the cart, and the guy was basically like, "Oh, we're gonna put it through the belt. Conveyor belt is gonna come out." So whatever. I get inside the airport, and I see like, Zakynthos, like your flight is gonna be under belt number 10. So I walk to belt number 10, and I'm just waiting. It's like 9:45 in the morning. So whatever, I'm just waiting, and I look up on the screen. It said last bag came on at 10:18. Fam, it's 10:35. So, like the Chicago started to come out like, like nigga. So basically, I asked the guy that works in the airport, and he's like, "Oh, go down to the complaint desk." And I went down there, and mind you, my flight was at 12:20, so I'm at the window from like 10:30 to like 11:25, like pushing it like closer towards my flight, and they was like, "Oh, just send an email. We can't find the bag," and like everything. I only have like a book bag.
I wouldn't even be on this podcast, bro. I'll just be mad as hell, bro.
Yeah,
nah.
Damn, did they compensate you though? That's kind of crazy.
They still looking for his bag.
What? Niggas is probably in his bag right now. Like, oh shit, these shoes is nice.
I wouldn't been lying, bro. I'd be like, I got Louis Vuitton shoes in there. Like, they gotta reimburse me crazy. I got a whole PS5 in my shit. Damn, bro.
Like all the coins.
My check-in is basically the same as this nigga's check-in, but he just left me out the whole story because I was with him in Greece and shit like that, right? So, that's all we did technically this weekend was go to Greece, but that shit was a scary ass flight going in.
Damn, bro.
I got there's like this big storm in Eastern Europe, so over Brussels. So they tell us, they was like, "Oh, hey, it's a storm," but the captain said we gonna fly through it. And I'm like,
nah.
Nigga, you right?
Nah.
Facts. He's like, "Yo, we landed at 10." He was like, "Got pushed back." I'm
texting him. I'm like, "Yo, I'm supposed to be at 8." I'm like, "Yo, they say an hour, boom, 2 hours." And he was like, "If we don't go, they canceling all flights with us." So we was like, "All right, Okay, I was like, I'm in there, right? So you know how you get the early turbulence, you're like, all right,
smooth,
Nigga, when I said that shit didn't stop till we actually got to Zakynthos, I was, on my life, everybody was just like looking around and shit, like, all right, this shit gonna have to slow down and shit. And it was like the whole plane shaking and shit. It was like one of those,
hell no.
The small joints?
Yeah, I want to say it was like the small Spirit Airlines of Europe and shit like that.
I'm dead.
I'm over there, like shaking and shit, and I got a window seat. I'm like, the last thing I want to do is look out the window, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then the plane was so low budget, it didn't even have any lights on the wings, so I couldn't even see the wings of the plane. So I'm like, niggas got me an hour.
Out of nowhere, niggas religious and shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna.
Damn.
Got something out.
No.
Nah, I hope you get your shit back though.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, word.
So crazy week, bro.
Yeah, just gas up the price. Yeah, word. Just gas up the price. Whenever they ask you what was in it,
facts.
Just go crazy, bro.
I like 8 pair of sneakers in that
word. Facts. Hope you get your bread back.
Facts.
Yeah, that's segue into like the first topic.
We'll update them when you get your shit back too.
Yeah. Word. You know what I'm
I'll be
saying?
on the next podcast.
Nigga gonna call in.
Right. So let's dive into the first topic. It's like, what's the greatest scandal, that you could remember? You know what I'm saying? Whoever want to go first,
I just thought.
I think one of the greatest scandals that I read into, and it's actually a movie about it called The Post. I don't know if you guys are aware of it. It's called like the Watergate scandal.
I heard about it, I just never looked into it.
I like that. I like that.
What happened is in the 1970s, Richard Nixon was the
president.
The Washington Post got information from CIA documents about what was going on in Vietnam. And I don't know if like the CIA took note of this as far as like we have to do better, but they literally put like talking to a friend type of notes in the documents. Mm-hmm. They were 1,000% aware that U.S. was losing the Vietnam.
Yeah.
And they were not telling the media that.
Mm-hmm.
Telling them, obviously like we're doing good, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
So basically what happened is when they got to the Washington Post, someone stole the documents from the CIA. I don't know how that whole story happened. But when the Washington Post got a hold of all the CIA documents, they were having like a big debate if we should put this out into the media. Mm-hmm. So in the movie The Post, Tom Hanks and another lady.
I think I did see them.
Street.
South Street.
They're like the star actors in the movie. So Cheryl Street is I guess you could say the top head of the Washington Post newspapers. Mm-hmm. So basically, they were debating if we should put all this information out because they knew we were going to get like blackmail from the government. So they sat down and they decided to write almost everything in a newspaper. Right? This is a true story.
Yeah, I've seen this. It's good. Yeah.
Obviously, America got a hold of the newspaper. And then when it came out to, Nixon, somehow, some way, they bugged his phone. And wow. He was actually on the phone with someone basically saying, like, we have to get that information. Basically talking like, on some street type vocabulary, basically saying, like, stop this and whatever. So they broke into like the Democratic committees and they tried to steal some documents or whatever. And then when they found out that he was the one behind everything, that's why he stepped away from presidency.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Deep research.
It's Billy was around for that, bro.
It's all in the movie.
That's a good movie. Nah, he's right.
I remember seeing the movie. Yeah,
it's a good movie. I can find.
Like, pay attention. It's like, like this shit really happened. You know what I mean? Like,
he's right.
That was like an interesting.
I did remember I think I watched it on like HBO, but it was like slow enough that I was just like, I gotta watch that shit in parts.
You seen the
way it ends is like crazy. Like it ends like how it ends like 911 we gotta break in and then it goes off. I'm like, yo.
Nah, it's fine. You seen the documentary, the real tapes? You heard the real tapes before? Nah, that is crazy.
The documentary.
That's crazy. Got him talking.
Documentary.
So I think that was one of the greatest scandals. Small opinion. So.
I believe it.
That's a good one.
Rock on next.
Nah, I'm simple with the MJ joint. Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I was thinking about that. The Michael Jackson scandal.
In 1993 with the Jordan Chandler dude, the little boy. Yeah, that was crazy. when it first broke, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was wild times.
Yeah.
But his whole the last
Yeah.
20 years he was fighting through shit, bro.
Yeah, but that was the first allegation.
I saw this Neo podcast and he was talking about like Michael Jackson Indian years. He was writing mad songs for him, and Michael Jackson, like, when I come back from tour, we're gonna do work. And he said, that's the last time I saw him.
That shit crazy,
That's
bro.
crazy. Yeah, that was my little scandal.
This Diddy scandal is wild, bro.
That's a good one, too.
This Diddy scandal is crazy,
that's
bro.
a good one.
And it's getting crazier, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even close to finish, but yeah, I say that's the craziest shit I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because my shit was dead about to be Michael Jackson. I'm like, yeah. But
That was a big one. That was a big one.
Diddy shit is crazy.
the Diddy shit is wild.
I mean, we all knew there was something suspect with it.
Yeah.
Yo, if y'all see our group chat, it be all conspiracy theories about his nigga, bro.
Not really, though.
We on to something.
Word.
But my scandal was the death of Michael Jordan's father.
Ooh, that's a good one too. That was good. I ain't gonna front.
This documentary, I don't want to say it's Showtime. It might have been Showtime, but I seen it like 2 years ago, right? And they were talking about, basically highlighting his killers. It was about Michael Jordan's father's killers or whatnot. That shit was just like
They found him.
Word.
Yeah. Basically, it was 2 fall guys, right? But one of the fall guys, one of the guys the guy who actually killed him was related to a politician.
Mm-hmm.
So he was getting like stupid benefits. He was able to go home on the weekends, just like eat with his family and shit. And then it was one white dude and one black dude or whatever. So what they did was, in short, bring Michael Jordan's dad some coke, end up robbing him, end up shooting him or whatever. They rode around, and all the evidence is crazy. So they rode around in the limousine that he was in, and then they were even at that time they had like cell phones in the car.
Yeah,
nigga. He used the cell phone in the car to call his dad up, telling about what happened and shit like that. The nigga who ultimately was the fall guy even had an alibi and was like, yeah, he was here. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just went to go meet up with the killer. And then when they both got caught, they were basically, the black dude was the fall guy or whatnot.
Did it have anything to do with like Michael's gambling debt or something?
I seen the joint. It wasn't though.
It was just basically, stick up kids.
And they was mad young too. Yeah.
15,
like, yeah.
It was like 15 and 16.
15.
How you kill Michael Jordan's pops, bro? Out of all people.
By the time you know, so they end up like killing him and shit like that. And then the one dude, his case went like public or whatever. But in North Carolina at the time, I forgot what the rule was, but it was like you could be guilty by association. So, like, say for instance, you commit a murder, we both get caught, now we both get charged with murder. It was just that.
Hell no, I'm snitching on you.
The politics got involved. Basically, the guy's father had like a lot of leverage, and they was wiping away evidence. They was doing like a lot of
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's just like.
Is a documentary for this?
Huh?
Is a documentary for this?
Yeah. It's good too. That was good.
I realized it was about Michael Jordan's father. I banned it. It was like 5 episodes.
It's good.
Damn.
It's good.
I'll look into that. Where you found it at though?
I think it might have been on.
2 years ago. So I want to say it was either Netflix or not Netflix for sure.
Yo,
HBO.
That was HBO.
You ever watch that fake Michael Jordan biopic with the dude that from The Replacements? You never seen it?
Nah, I ain't seen
I'll
that.
put y'all on, bro. They don't even play for the Bulls. They just play for Chicago.
No.
Like, it was so fake, bro.
Low budget.
The budget was crazy.
Yeah.
But that guy ended up murdering somebody.
For real,
Like real life. I think he murdered his wife. And he's doing life now.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a perfect segue into like conspiracy theories. I know Billy shit was like the closest like
Word.
conspiracy theory.
He went to the government. We about to get this shit shut down. Like, yo, yeah, word.
But is there like a conspiracy theory that you believe is true that's not 9/11?
I believe that the moon landing.
Yeah.
They said like there's a lot of facts about that being fake. The first one in 1969.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. That's one of my joints too.
Real quick, just to add on to that, to me, why I think it's fake is because like they like live streamed it, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, how were they able to do it one at that time, but not do it again?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me,
especially after like technology, how it is now. You know what I'm saying?
Advancements, it's kind of like I don't know. And then you ever seen the shoes of the
moon man?
Yeah, the astronaut that was up there. Nothing looked nothing like even the print or the outline.
The shadow was off from like where he was standing. From that one picture.
Yo, we really about to get shut down. yo, going crazy, bro.
You guys. You want to go, Rob?
And now I got the COVID-19 with the population. You know what I'm saying? Like
population control.
A little bit.
I mean,
it was on The Simpsons.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I think it was like in its own way population control, but it was also a real thing that happened. Motherfuckers still died. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's true.
You also have to take this. It was telling people to stay inside, stop working out, close down the gyms. That's like really.
Well,
y'all in Florida didn't give a fuck about COVID. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No. Like we was like wide open, but I think honestly, like Georgia was like the first ones to like really open up, like in the clubs. We opened up to like 21 of like April, I would say, for the club. But Georgia was open like in 2020, like the summer of. I'm like,
wow, that's crazy.
They was out there. Yeah, they was out there. Wow.
You know that Texas, Georgia, Florida, like combo is like the most dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fucking about anything in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, that was actually one of the best things that actually happened from, I was able to really take care of myself, because prior to, like, I was just living on this, like, set schedule. I didn't really give a fuck about working out. I did work out, but it was like, when COVID came, it was like, oh man, like, that's when I really, really went hard into, like, health. And
he was always outside. He was dead ass on the bike every day.
In March, we're like, you know what I mean, high 80s, like low 90s. So, you can't have somebody stay inside the house.
Nah.
You got any more other conspiracies, Rob?
The 9/11 was an inside job.
Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? My I think my senior year of high school, somebody like my math teacher actually made me watch a video on that.
Do you remember where you were during 9/11?
Yeah, I was in 6th grade in school.
Yeah.
I remember they put us like in the auditorium, and then I thought somebody's house was on fire, somebody's building, because that's all they told me. It was like somebody's building's on fire. So I'm like, damn, man, people live in this building. Like, everybody picking them up. And then my mom is always at work. So I see my mom like, what the fuck? Yeah. My mom didn't even take us home. She took us to like a dentist appointment, bro. I was sick. So I'm watching that shit in the news like, oh, wow, that's crazy.
What about you, Ryan? You remember where you were?
Long Island, probably. Yeah, I ain't even see this, all that extra stuff y'all seen. I'm so far out. You know what I mean?
So I was in automotive school at the time. And
this nigga old as hell, son.
I was about to graduate, yeah. So me and my guy from Chicago, we was sitting in the back of the class, just like goofies. And I don't know if you remember, like back in the day, they had them small TVs hanging up in the corner of the room. So just sitting way in the back of the class. I'm about to graduate, so it's like, well, I don't give a fuck about that. So me and my boy just talking shit, and I just look at the TV, and I thought it was a factory on fire.
Yeah,
wow.
Smoke, so. And then when the teacher started yelling, like, quiet, this is serious, like, we've been attacked. And then that's when he was like, oh shit. Yeah. But yeah, after that, I mean, I went to work, but it was crazy because they were saying like Chicago was going to get attacked.
Word. Everybody was like, yo, who's next? Because I think then something happened in like DC.
The
same day.
The
Pentagon or some shit.
That's another one.
And one that crashed, or they said they shut down. I don't know what happened.
It never made sense though. We only got
they crashed where they were containing the records that they would need.
Bro, they gonna shut this shit down, bro. We shouldn't be talking about this, bro.
So, like, speaking of like 9/11, nigga, when I say I remember that shit like it was yesterday, I was in 9th grade for like the second time, and no funny shit.
Yeah.
I got back. So it was 2001. I was in class, but immediately you just hear everybody. You know how like when somebody go home early, you hear them on the intercom.
Yeah.
Such and such coming.
Yeah.
I'm like
everybody getting coming out.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool.
What school you went to in 9th grade?
George Washington.
Oh yeah.
So they tell us all go to the lunchroom. So we in the lunchroom, and it's just like intercom shit, right? And you know how in school it's always one older nigga that been there for so long.
Yeah.
Left back 40 times.
Yeah. Probably got kids.
Like swear he knew it on. So he knew about Osama bin Laden. He was like, some nigga named Bin Laden trying to kill us all. You know what I'm saying? Always gotta be one nigga who wanna be cool. Right? It's where he woke. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do, right? So I go to the teachers, and at some point, the shit just got overwhelming, so they start letting us out. So I go, me and my big sister, she was wild, easy spot. She was the only other black kid in the school. Right? So I'm like, oh, bro.
Yeah, I gotta understand G-Dubs, for real.
We go to 168 to pick up Papa. we go there and they don't let us out. So they're like, oh, you gotta wait and see your mom get here or whatever. Nigga, we ain't got no house phone.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna call.
Word.
So we call my grandma, and ironically, Crystal, and I ain't gonna come back, but she used to do this thing when she was in school. But she ended up going to my grandma's house on that day, like unbeknownst about like 9/11.
Yeah.
She was there.
Oh, so she was cutting.
Yeah. So my mom ended up, I forgot where my mom was, but she ended up going to my grandma's house, and then when we finally was able to get a hold of us, she came to pick us up around like 9 o'clock.
That shit crazy. Nobody really had a phone like that.
Yeah,
you just had to be
back in the day.
Word.
Yeah.
Phone, they got
No cable.
That shit crazy.
That's real though. I'm thinking about it.
Yo, I was about to say, Hov. You know what's a good question? What's your favorite Hov album?
Ghetto Fab. Hov? Nah, I'll say because 9/11.
Because everybody album, best Hov album, favorite Hov album, best describes them for the most part.
Yeah. Nah, I think
Fab Drop.
Yeah, Fab Drop.
Yeah, talk to me.
Nah, but
That's whole album gotta be reasonable doubt.
Nah, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'll say the same thing.
My shit Blueprint too.
I kind of
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah, both of them.
With this.
That's what the Kanye came out with the bounce and shit. Yeah.
Nah, my favorite whole joint is Dynasty.
Dynasty was hard.
It's like he put the team on.
Yeah, that's true.
It was more like
He was very lyrical in that shit.
Yeah.
Like it didn't really have. It probably had like one hit, but most of the shit was like he was very lyrical on that.
That's what, to me, it gave like Rockefeller in the army.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody gonna fuck with it. And then after that, Cam and them Dipset came aboard.
Facts.
State Property got there.
2001 was a crazy hit for Rockefeller.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They came on the next time. What's his nigga from Chicago? Twister.
Yeah.
They had Nori. Then they had what's the nigga from?
That was like close to like Rock La Familia and shit like that.
That was Def Jam, right?
Yeah, MOP. So like, Dynasty was just like my era.
Yo, my last conspiracy theory is that there's not that much chicken in the world, bro. I don't think we eating chicken.
Yeah, yo, when niggas get the
I'll be fine that.
I don't think we eating chicken, bro.
My conspiracy about chicken is crazy because it's like, who the fuck you don't got all you can eat wings? Like if I go to a spot, it's all you can eat wings. I'm like,
they never sell out of chicken, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the $1 wings or the 75 wings. I'm like,
and every chicken wing is different, bro. Like whatever spot you go to, there's different sizes. It's like, yo,
it's man made.
Yeah, bro. It make it, but it should be too seasoned. It should be too seasoned.
My last one is like, yo, who killed Jimmy Hoffa, man? Y'all know who Jimmy Hoffa is?
Nah.
Wow. Nah, I mean,
there's a new
conspiracy. You know who Jimmy Hoffa is? Probably. Nah, wow. Nah, he was like, you see how the truck industry is now? Like, they had like, basically you got a job, right?
Yeah.
And it's a union. So he started the union for the whole world. So he, the mob, stuff with the mob and stuff. So
every time the mob is involved, it's nasty.
So he started the union for, all jobs and stuff. And somebody killed him. But it was a lot with it. So I don't want to go too.
Yeah, motherfuckers used to really hate back in the day too, bro. But they was dead just come and shoot you. Hey, if you trying to change the world, bro. Word. You trying to get us together?
That was
like even damn, we got so many conspiracy things that we go on forever.
Yeah,
that's what
JFK too.
Yo, like,
there's a new one. They saying Alpo's still alive.
Alpo? Nah,
I'm dead ass.
I believe it because it's like it's a good escape for him.
Yeah.
Get off the surface. You know what I'm saying? Lay low, get your. Move off the radar and shit like
Facts.
that. So I think,
I still think Tupac alive. We used to always think that, yo.
I don't know.
And Elvis. I used to think Elvis still alive.
He probably still in Cuba, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
I used to think it too. Yeah.
He's too vocal. He got too much to say.
Yeah.
Had to kill that nigga.
Facts.
Yeah.
Just like Malcolm X. Had to kill that nigga.
Facts. That's true.
Martin Luther King.
Everyone.
Abraham. Conspiracy no more.
Abraham Lincoln, bro.
We know.
He just was hating on everybody, bro.
Martin Luther King isn't even a conspiracy.
Yeah, we broke it down.
The government came out and said
they had
basically
something
in court documents with his family was saying like, it was a government what you call it, assassination.
That shit crazy.
That's wild.
Gotcha. But I know this thing I had put up figure like old album and shit like that. But I wanted to discuss like a song or artist that everybody loved, but you just couldn't get into.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking like, because if I like it, then I like.
I say think your era because you can best describe that era. So think whatever era or artist that or artist that was around during that era. Because like the new artists, we kind of like one foot in, one foot out. But I say the old artists is because we know them better, or whoever you feel like you know.
Well, I'm maybe a Chingy song. I'm like,
Chingy?
Yeah.
Chingy had some shit.
Nah, my nigga was corny. Wow.
Nah, everybody knew. He knew himself, bro. Yeah. Word. Multiple times. Damn.
Ching,
I hate. I don't want to say I hate. I don't like the whole like Afro beats.
You don't like Applebee's?
Nah, not really, bro. Yeah. You know what's crazy?
It depends who it is, though. It depends what song.
I probably like one song, but for the most part, they all kind of same.
I got you saying.
Same shit.
That makes sense.
Like, you know Afrobeat song
sense.
like 2 seconds in, bro.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're saying. Nah, that's true, though. Now, you're right, though. They all the same.
This nigga gets the whole genre. Like,
I'm not dissing. It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. Nah.
Afrobeats and those who listen to Afrobeats.
And they powerful right now.
No, I might hit like fuck with a song here and there, but like it just all sound. Nah, damn. Somebody gonna never mind.
Nah, it depends. It
I'm
depends.
gonna sound like a hater, but I'm gonna say Eminem.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know, like the whole beef with your mom, kids. Like, I mean, he's a great artist.
I feel like he's a little overrated.
Yeah, I think it's just like I never get like the hype with it. Like, yo, Eminem is that guy.
Top 5 type thing. I got you saying.
I see what he does. Like, I feel like he's a real soulful dude in this.
Yeah.
Like him coming from Detroit, I feel like he has it in him, but like he ain't on my list of goats or anything like that. Like, I ain't never like tell somebody like, yo, throw some Eminem on him. You know, but I can tell he's like really insightful when it comes to hip hop, and I appreciate that about him. Yeah. But
what was that shit?
Get like hip. Like he do got a song called "Till I Collapse."
Yeah. That was hard.
Yeah,
that's what 50 and them thing.
That's like one of my favorite basketball tracks. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the gym shooting to that track. But outside of that,
remember that Gucci Man shit?
Yeah,
you over here riding around with Eminem in your car? You over here sliding around?
Nah, he do numbers though.
Mine is Lloyd Banks. I'm sorry.
You a hater.
I'm not Lloyd Banks fan either.
Nah.
I feel like he was just trying. I feel like he was just trying to be a fab. I mean, he was just trying to be a fab.
Yeah.
Nah.
Lloyd Banks is kind of like our hidden gem. Like a rapper's rapper. I feel like he can rap.
I'm gonna share this nigga's location with everybody. So
you Banks.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be on top of this, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot. You said Eminem, a lot of people look at you.
Exactly. Facts.
We do crazy numbers though.
Yeah, he don't.
From New York, and you grew up on New York hip hop. To say that you don't fuck with Lloyd.
And you was around us.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
Like he carried Junior for a bit.
Nah,
you 50, man. 50
was the man, but I feel like bars was like if you were into like the Fab Bass,
but you know what's crazy? Around that time when 50 was pushing their albums, it was kind of like it was Banks. But remember, like 50 was doing shit like Banks, and then right on top of that, Young Buck right after. And Young Buck came with Stomp, and it was kind of like.
You forget about Banks.
But Banks always had like these singles that would go crazy though.
Nah, he was just like a watered down fab, man. Like he's trying to be a fab to me. Like,
nah, I wouldn't say fab.
You never like, dude.
You would probably say Fab tried to be like Mace.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna argue with. I mean,
you don't want to go there.
Yeah, you don't want to go there, man. Yeah.
Nah, they got a difference.
Word.
So I look at it like when I look at Lloyd Banks, I look at Fab. I don't think one is better than the other. I think Lloyd Banks is the Queens version of Fabulous, and Fab is the Brooklyn version of Lloyd Banks. I feel like they marry each other. They can go bar for bar.
They were probably supposed to be bigger than when they are, but
they are.
Fab more consistent.
Thank you. Yeah. What? For how many years? Come on, 20 years, man. You wow.
50 Cent did say like Lloyd Banks didn't care about how he was received.
Yeah.
You can see it. Like he don't advertise. He's on Instagram going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like Lloyd Banks is like somebody you can't fuck with because it's crazy to me.
Nah, but the difference too, like Fab, he's his own identity. Lloyd got 50. He got, had mad, backup and shit.
Lloyd hasn't fucked with 50 for like 10 years. Yeah. He got his own identity.
Made his own route. Like he did his own thing. You know what I mean? He did it like.
And they kind of on the same trajectory.
Yeah, so if you want to get technical, I'll say it's more so of like a laid back LL Cool J Mace flow, if anything. That paved the way for. Can't say paved the way for Fab, but gave him something good to reference. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, Fab is just like in my top 10. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But Lloyd Banks not that far behind him. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like bar for bar, or even mixtape for mixtape.
Because his mixtapes, Lloyd Banks mixtapes was crazy,
you know
bro.
It's just that, like, Fab was just notorious for beating up motherfuckers' instrumentals. Like, they could be in the track with Fab. You know what I'm saying? It should just be one of his tracks.
Bars be crazy, man. I've been consistent.
Oh, you ain't know he's street fan.
Yeah, this
wow.
Shout out Paul King.
Shout out Paul King. Word, bro.
Yeah,
Word.
Nah, but Fab's consistent, man. 20 years and still going crazy, man.
You can say the same for Lloyd Banks, bro.
I don't hear nothing about Lloyd.
He just dropped something. He just,
I heard it. I ain't like it.
Never got nobody calling and said put on some Lloyd Banks.
Thank you.
And I'm not hating.
I agree.
Yo, G-Unit fans are gonna kill you, bro. Hit Lakeshore. At Hit Lakeshore. Is it underscore?
Nah, the reason so Fab, I think Fab, he's been consistent, but he don't have like a classic album, if that makes sense. All his shit the same, but they all just like he's predictable, I'll say. Like he knows how to stay afloat. But I can't point out a Fab album that's better than all the rest of his albums.
Fab is under that category, like
you count mixtapes.
His mixtapes. No, his mixtape. His mixtapes are better than his albums. Yeah. There's certain artists that's like that. Like who is it? Wiz is the same way. Soul tapes.
Like I'm saying,
even if there's no competition.
Is there any album of Fab that you can say is better than all of the rest of his?
Real Talk stands out.
Real Talk.
If I'm saying Real Talk, I'll say probably Real Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Real Talk. I'll say Real Talk.
I'll say that's when he was in his prime, but at that time he just wasn't advertised.
And look what year that was. That was like 2000 what?
Yeah,
4 or 5?
It was early 2000.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
4 or 5 or some shit, bro.
The joint.
was in one of them videos.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So which one you got, Rob?
The one with
best album that's better than
the one with him and The Dream. That I forgot what the album was called. The Love Souls Away.
Yeah, nah. I'm gonna say see, I sleep on the album that's better than the rest of them.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about Fab album?
Soul Tape is but it's a mixtape. Soul Tape is just
the Street Jeans, nigga. It's Street Jeans.
That's that shit with Volume 1?
Yeah, he was just bad. Yeah, he was.
But that was back in the era where like you had to have like a hit single.
There you go.
So
I Can't Let You Go. Yeah, he had that one.
Nah, Fab was like the king of the singles. It was him and like, not king of singles, but his singles would go far. It was like him and Nelly just doing the same shit. Yeah, going back, like, you know what I'm saying?
For me, I think Street Jeans is Fab's best album. But his work has always advanced. I just feel like now he's at a standstill. It's like he's showing he still got it. He just don't have that wide, like that hunger to like I can tap into anything.
He's still relevant.
I would hope to see Fab even work with the newer like drill rappers. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like
hell no, I hate drill, bro.
I don't like drill either.
Like the Pop Smokes, like those.
But I told you,
Fabio. A track with Fabio. You know what I'm saying? I feel like.
I think they got some songs.
Did you see a new Fab song? You probably watch it on YouTube. I told you to go watch it. You probably still didn't watch it. See?
Listen to Fab in 2024, man.
Nah, it's fire. That's his. He sound like old school now again. Like
I get that. Yeah. My whole thing is just like it's but so much of the same thing you can talk about. Before you realize it's like it ain't else. It ain't nothing else that you can talk about. You know what I'm saying? But
now this is those songs that you see.
It was a good discussion. Like in that. Like bars wise, like how would y'all rate? I guess like in order from like best to worst. Fab, Pusha T, Lloyd Banks, and Mace.
Now I put Jadakiss first out of all of them.
Oh yeah,
I put Jada first, and then Jada is different. Number one
for bar.
Number one, Jada. Then I'm gonna put my boy Fab.
2.
I don't really. Scarface.
Nah.
Oh, so it gotta be.
Jada, Fab, Mace, Pusha T, and Lloyd Banks.
Pusha T last.
Mason not better than Pusha T.
You said Mace not better than Pusha T?
No.
I swear,
I'll give you that because I haven't. Because Mace hasn't really like.
So who's everybody number one? Do everybody agree with Jada? Jada number one?
So Pusha T last.
Jada number one.
Nah, Pusha T not even last, bro.
Yeah, Jada, Fab, of course. Mace.
Who you got? Lloyd Banks before Pusha T?
Nah, I gotta go with Pusha.
Then
Lloyd Banks.
What's your order?
Damn. 5, I probably put Mace because he hasn't really. That's not really on no disrespectful shit, but he hasn't dropped something in like 5 years, bro.
Mace post on Instagram.
Yeah, Mace post? That's crazy. Yeah.
Because he ain't
Pusha.
That's why.
Pusha. Lloyd Banks 4. Damn, that's kind of wild to say. Pusha 3. Who was 2? Oh, Fab. Nah, Fab gotta go.
Fab and Jada. That's your last 2.
Man, I don't even want to do this list, bro. Yeah, I don't want to do this list. Yeah, I'm just like confusing the shit out of myself. Go ahead, Billy.
Jada, though. That's crazy.
So, I'm gonna say 5.
5? Is your
Fab,
top?
Fab, number 1. Kiss.
Fire.
Pusha T, Mace. Oh no, Banks, Mace.
I like that.
Go on. Kiss, Fab. No.
That's what Kiss,
Fab. Pusha. Who was the other one?
Banks and Mace.
Banks and Mace. I like that lineup.
I put Mace at 4 and Banks at 5 because Mace kind of started the wave of the shit. Not the wave of the shit, but he was kind of like
entrepreneur of it all. Like,
Matter of fact, it's Mason and Lloyd is
Yeah, I still listen to Harlem World.
Facts.
Harlem World, facts.
I feel like y'all niggas is saying Jadakiss because I feel like y'all have to say them first.
No, that's what I like. That's what I like.
Top 10 Jadakiss songs, you wouldn't have a top 10.
Of Jadakiss songs? I got a Jadakiss list on music list on my phone right now.
I'm just saying. Y'all, I sound like a lot of Jadakiss first because
I got my whole list of Jada's music on. I got pop.
I'm fucking
What?
with you.
How about this?
My top 5. Number 1 would actually be Fab because he just outlasted Mace. You know what I'm saying? But second would be
I like
Mace.
that.
Third would be Jadakiss because like when Mace was at his peak, Jada wasn't seeing him. If you listen to any freestyle that they had, you know what I'm saying? They were either like neck and neck.
But they was on mad hits, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But remember, it's the locks though, so you can't. You know what I'm saying?
And the locks was on hits, bro.
Yo,
Mace was like that.
Then it had Diddy.
Unofficial member of the locks. You know what I'm saying? So for me,
yo, look what record labels were doing back in the day with the locks. Like
they would be
like, yo, we got this like soft spoken R&B like diva or something. Let's give him some street cat, like go remix on.
But for me, that's why I feel like
Locks is fire.
It's just third because it's like when I think of him, I also like instantly think of like Styles P. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I like Styles. I like Styles.
This one is tough, but I'm gonna go Pusha T because he's a little bit more versatile than Banks. Like, he kind of make any kind of track and shit like that. And then fifth, Banks, just because Hunger for More is like one of my favorite albums, but it's kind of like I kind of wish he just pushed himself a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You been watching that top 100 rappers from New York list on IG?
No.
Fab came at like number 38. Yeah, but I think Lloyd Banks had like 31. Came at 31. Nigga, they had like Heavy D at like 84 or some shit. I'm like, come on, bro.
But you know what it is? Like, it's they go by.
Yeah, it depends on who making the list. Yeah, like because they was throwing rappers. I'm like, damn, bro.
Also probably put like impact too, because like a lot of the artists.
That's what he was really like. No, he's really lyrical. Sense. Like it's not even impact. It's straight lyrics with that.
Okay. So not to cut you off, like KRS-One had a big
impact. Facts.
For New York hip hop, but
that's true. He started too.
Really, you know what I'm saying?
Reference him, you know what I'm saying? But I think when I think of like New York impact, I instantly think of like Nas and Biggie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those are like when I think of New York,
that's our era.
Even after that,
no, my fault. I disrespected Wu-Tang, nigga.
Wu-Tang.
Even after that, G-Unit was a crazy impact. G-Unit, Dipset, it was crazy.
And you also got to think about all the people that put in the work.
Exactly. Facts. Big Daddy Kane, Raheem. Word. That's facts.
Eric B and Raheem, they from Long Island, right?
Nah.
I thought they were from Long Island or something like that.
Who?
Eric B and Raheem. Yeah, from Long Island.
Yeah. I think like New York City. Honestly, my first initial thought is just like Nas, because like he's still putting out fire shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he put that album out. He was like 16. He just like crazy. Put your mindset at that age. No, 19 or something. But it was like it's crazy. Yeah, but they didn't even know they were legendary at the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part.
I was like, you think when artists go into the booth that they think that this track is going to last 20 years? I was talking about Black Rob. He made Whoa. He didn't think that shit was going to last 20 years. Well, he got in there and it's just like,
yo, we should have fucking took Push off that list and just throw AZ in that shit.
I was gonna say Big L too.
So many.
Big L, man.
AZ still relevant, bro.
But Big L got killed, so you know what I mean. But
what's the next topic? Because
next topic.
we sidetracked like fuck.
Yeah, word. Next topic is horoscopes. It's like, do you believe in horoscopes?
Yeah, I'm out of that.
So why and why not?
I'm out of that.
Like horoscopes.
I'm out of that side.
So we're gonna take a back seat, but Steve, Steve, get to know, son.
I'll kick it off. So basically, one time my brother texted me asking me what time I was born. So I didn't know that had anything to do with the horoscope. So he sent me like this long paragraph of like who I'm supposed to be, and like I just felt like they could have labeled that on like almost anybody. Some of it was true, and like some of it was like way the fuck off. So I'm not really like a big believer on horoscopes.
Yeah, I don't know about like that moon rising and the other shit. So I just know like, oh, this your sign. This yeah, I don't know none of that shit.
I feel like when somebody says so much, it's gonna have some resemblance somewhere. That's why I feel like you said it's blue outside every day. It might not be, but in your mind, like, it says so much, it gotta be. So I feel like it just fits with everybody. Oh, this is how you're supposed to be. This is how, nah, that shit's bullshit. But to me, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it's weird to me, but, you know, everybody got their own perspective.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I'm an Aries, but you could kind of see it like in the celebs, like a little bit like.
Who's the famous?
Aries? Kyrie.
Okay.
Yeah, a little misunderstood. Not misunderstood, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of shit. You just kind of like, I don't know, it's weird because I'm always watching podcasts and shit. Like, so you kind of see the characteristics and shit. Even the movies and shit. Not even movies like Love Island.
Yeah.
I'm watching that shit. I'm like, I'm looking at their zodiacs. I'm like, oh, that look like that type of move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a Leo, so I don't know. Like, but there's some fire Leos. I'm like, oh, it's a Leo, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, J-Lo. It's a couple. Like, I'm like, oh shit, they're a Leo, but I don't see them in me. But you know I don't got the money, but you know what I'm saying?
A celebrity that got my birthday.
Tom Brady. That's crazy.
Tom Brady got yours?
But he kind of birthday after.
I got the same birthday as Kobe. Just can't move.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, you was almost a Leo then. You was almost a Leo.
Who I got?
Kind of like.
He never had a jump shot in his life. Get done.
I think there is somebody.
I'm thinking about that nigga. Oh shit, I had to go on my fault. My shit, do I believe in it? Kinda, sorta. I'm like 50.
Kinda, sorta.
Because it's like, what makes me believe it is that like sometimes I see shit, you know, like
the characteristics be there. Yeah. That's how I go by it.
I'm like, oh shit, like, you know, me and the Leo, we kind of go hand in hand. Like, Sharice is the Leo, so I'm like, yo, we kind of go hand in hand. And then it's like, some days it's just like, motherfuckers wear that shit as their identity. Like, oh, I'm a Leo, so I'm supposed to do this. And it's just like, no, man, you're an adult. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're an adult. You're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, some people wear it and it just makes it hard to believe. It's just like, oh, you're a Aries. Like, you know, I'm an Aries as well, right? And my reference for Aries was actually Eddie Murphy, who's also Aries and shit like that. So I'm like, I can see it, but I don't see it. Or maybe I don't have the eyes to see it, if that makes sense. Right? But for me, I'm like 50-50. But one thing I can say for myself is that every time I like check somebody's like horoscope, I wasn't wrong about that person. So that's
it should be accurate, bro.
So when you think about like how you experience people, you're like, damn, you read up on their sign or whatnot, you're kind of like.
But that's the thing, is it because you heard it so much? It's like, okay, you're gonna fit that person into that mold because you heard it so much. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like,
nah, I just judge it off experience, like what I go through with people.
My experience has been like, shit like that.
Like if I have like a lot of friends that's this sign, and I have to like deal with them, like, oh, okay, I kind of see like where they kind of like the sign makes sense.
So if you like, all right, for instance, like you're Aries, right? Do you know any other Aries like you really close to?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all both Aries?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Aries, I'm Aries.
Yeah.
See,
There's a difference in that too.
Yeah, that's a difference in that too. That's what I'm saying.
Niggas, I'm a real nigga.
That's a difference. I got you. That's real.
See it too, like even the people who are like Taurus or whatnot, you can kind of see like their traits. They're like borderline Aries or whatnot. So it's kind of like, yeah, based on how I experience people. And then I'll go read up on their zodiac sign. I'm like, shit is kind of valid, but I don't want to hang my whole like mindset of like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge them before I meet them. Like, oh yeah, this is your sign. Like,
but that makes sense.
Yeah, you got like, you know what I'm saying. You gotta know people.
Nah. What's the bad and good about your sign? Like I never thought about that. What they say? Like I'm saying, like
what they say? What they heard? What you heard about Aries? I don't know what I heard.
My shit is actually true. Like I literally stay mad at somebody forever. Like once you get an Aries mad at like fuck them over, they kind of just don't fuck.
I'm like that too though. So it's a Leo thing too. Then say
that's why.
That personality thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
what I don't like.
We're impatient. Yeah, we're mad impatient.
Yeah, I'm patient.
I don't like that either. You know so,
I got too much patience.
With your birthday?
Fair birthday, nigga. Me and Blue got the same birthday.
Okay.
That shit fire, right?
That time we was in Miami and I walked out.
Me and this nigga went to a Blue the hell and I listened to this bullshit.
I never heard him yet. I still hear.
Miami, we went to the show. I walked. I was like, oh,
right.
This nigga was fine. I don't know that shit.
Nah, that's what he like. That's crazy. I still never heard a song from him yet.
I thought the Titanic sang on my birthday, but it was actually the day before.
Wow. Why you wanted a tragedy with your birthday?
Nah, it's a lot of fucking tragedies on April 15th. One I'm not going to talk about because it's so controversial, but I'll tell you that niggas after the show.
April 15th. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, don't talk about it, bro. Just leave it alone. Even if it comes to mind, just leave it alone.
Last day to do your taxes?
I'm thinking.
Is it taxes?
It's
a celebrity though. Hip hop or
history of life.
Life. Oh.
Yeah, just leave.
Alone.
Okay.
I'm trying.
You got me over here thinking now, bro. I'm like, all right, cool. What you talking about? You got it for me on no later.
Yeah.
Nah, but you know, we talking about celebrities and their zodiac signs. Like, look at Kanye and Kendrick Lamar. You told me these are Geminis.
Facts.
Like, he's just like
Part two.
It's fitting. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like for me. I believe in that shit. I go all in. I'll say I believe it. I can say I
look at Drake and Diddy. They Scorpios.
I can say I believe it more than I don't believe it. If that makes sense.
Copy. That's fair.
Yeah, I think for Virgos, I got
y'all manipulative motherfuckers.
Beyonce, Michael Jackson,
Kobe.
I think those like the most.
Kobe.
Kobe. Yeah. When you say Kobe, I'm like, yeah.
Manipulate mind game motherfuckers, bro. Joe Budden, y'all niggas play mind games. Y'all niggas want to.
He's a Virgo. I don't want to talk about the topic, but look how he stand put on like certain things, and you can't change his mind about it.
Oh yeah. Yo, motherfucker, son.
It's just like you're not gonna talk about the topic.
But just know this nigga fucked up a whole vibe, son.
He's staying firm on a lot of things.
That's good.
Twice that night. Fucking dick.
No.
This podcast might be getting shut down.
Talking
about the government.
But before we wrap up and shit like that, I did, since this thing was a guest, I wanted to ask him, like, give us a Chicago story. You know, I probably know most of them because I talk to this nigga all the time, but of like some of your craziest experiences in Chicago, at least by the time he was living in.
Okay, so
when they ran you out, right?
So,
Yo.
No.
So do you guys remember like the 2000 thing for like New Year's? They were saying like the war was gonna end in 2000.
Oh yeah, Y2K.
Oh, Y2K,
yeah. So this crazy actually, I caught me way off guard. We went downtown. This was like for the people in Chicago. I know like when going downtown used to be fun. We went downtown for New Year's and there was a shooting like somewhere like randomly. So obviously everybody started running. And it was me and like 3 of my other friends. We got arrested. And we did get arrested, but we didn't get arrested. They just took us to the train station and was like, you know, you guys like don't ever come back down here no more. Cause like where we lived like way on the far south side. So they just told us to like go. But you know, me being like 17, you know what I mean, that was kind of like, you know, like scared getting in the back room.
So you told.
And
you snitch. A little bit. Next thing you know, I'm in Minnesota.
Way more crazy Chicago stories, but I'm saying as far as like me being involved, I mean, you can actually like see what's going on in the media.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a fact. 2017, I believe, or 2014, 1 or 2 years, the 4th of July weekend. Over like 115 people got shot from like Friday to Sunday.
Yeah,
that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, cause like I just mentioned a few minutes ago, like going downtown in Chicago used to be like the shit. You know what I mean? Cause that's like our South Beach.
Yeah,
that's what everybody. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, it's just sad, man. Like that many people can get shot like in a weekend. Like Like it's just
that's insane.
That's regular activity out
The
there.
killings is crazy. I know. Yeah.
Would you say like how we interpret Chicago is actually how it is?
Yes and no. Like it really is like that, but at the same time, I mean, you've been before.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a fun side to Chicago. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the people that have been throwing parties from when I was like 18, 19, they still out there in Chicago, still doing their parties, still doing their thing. Right. So it's always good to see that. You know what I mean? But as far as like, you know, all that shooting and shit, that's not no cap. Because the gang life has always been there in Chicago. You know what I mean? Like since the 50s and the 60s, all that Larry Hoover, that shit is real. You know what I mean? Like there's so many other members to name, you know, David Boxtel, Jeff Ford. I mean, so many other. You got to make sure you name them. You got to make sure you name them, Billy. You got to make sure you name them. You know what I mean?
I'll say don't shout out too many names because niggas like, oh, he may be BD.
Word. Yo, remember that one time we was in Miami and then we was walking the strip and I think it was to the Bulls game. So we walked by this bar. Yeah, the playoff game. So we walking by this like bar. All you see is like these girls like dressing like Bulls gears. We all Bulls fans. So we just like, oh shit. Then he goes something like, yeah, what you said, Southside of GDK, some crazy shit to him. He said something. He said something.
She was doing it the Bulls.
Yeah, he said something like that, and she come up to him and she like,
you ain't from no Chicago.
You ain't from no Chicago. She go, and then she pressed him. She was like, where you from? What you said? You said the South Side or some shit? And she was like, you ain't from no South Side. I'm like, nah, I'm never going to Chicago. Never.
Yeah, I remember that vividly though.
Yeah, I was in Chicago. The best thing I seen was the stadium, MJ Stadium. Yo, the whole strip is fire. That was.
You get jumped that night?
You go right next to the stadium. It's right next to the project.
I ain't know that. Man, he was walking through there like nothing. I was walking through there like nothing. My bag on. I was like. Son, yo, I took the bus and all that.
I went to Chicago, though.
I had that. I got that hat from LA called Hall of Fame. So they used to have everything upside down. So I had the logo. So I had an upside down Bulls hat. So what did we go in the store? We had to buy.
We had to buy tickets. We bought the tickets.
Didn't you buy like a Jimmy Butler shirt or something?
Nah, a Bulls t-shirt. Bulls t-shirt.
Right. So then some dude was in there. He's like, "Hey yo, why your Bulls sign upside down?"
Nah.
No, remember at that same time too? They was like, "Yo, why you keep pulling your man teeth?"
Oh, so
I'm from New York, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
So in Chicago, like they have a lot of gangs, and so Vice Lord is got conservatives,
Vice Lord,
travelers. So traveling Vice Lords call each other T.
Nah.
That's already like some gang shit right there.
I'm never going there, bro.
That shit crazy.
Nah, I ain't gonna.
It was crazy because like in that same night, we was getting ready to park the car, and then some dude was just like, "You just better off going into the parking lot." He was right outside of the project, but all the lights were already shot out.
But that's
didn't even see anything. So
that's by the stadium.
Right there by the stadium.
I'm over here. They're just being so blessed. Like I was chilling, like literally walking around and shit. Like that's crazy.
The whole night was crazy because even after that, when we went out west with your man Allen, and we went to that spot.
Yeah, I remember that.
Soon as we get in there, everybody just
looks like they want to fight.
I'm like, all right, yeah.
Damn.
I was like, this can get like 10 minutes out of me. Them out. When I say like the attention shifted, I'm like, yeah.
I look at it. There's a reason why he barely goes back.
My fault. I had us walking around the hood. Like my fault. Like she was really tagging along with me. Like yo, we going here. We walking around the hood. Like yo, that's crazy.
It's like almost like when this is back to my city, I love Chicago. It's almost like a lost cause to a certain extent because it's like a lot of people don't really have much to do. That's the only thing that they know is like how to live tough or be tough. I mean, it's sad, man. It's sad. I always say my thing. I always say is you can't really give people money and expect that to change their life. I always say like change their surroundings.
Facts.
Just look at like when we first started traveling to other countries and how we came back our mentality. It's just different. You know what I mean? Like you see something different. I think that's like one of the ways to change. But I mean,
that's true.
Schools just make it mandatory that they do an exchange program.
That's fine, but back in the day, you needed money for that. That was messed up. I always wanted to go and do that. You needed money,
Kids like from the south side of Chicago, take them out to Tokyo. You know what I mean? That'd be like
that'd be fire. That'd be fire. You gotta be rich though in them schools. You gotta have money. That's messed up, man. But
so they can see like all that. I'm from Chicago. And they got there and Tokyo. Like no, it's not Chicago.
Might change their
Y'all be everywhere proud as fuck too. Nah, I'm from Chicago. Yeah, I'm dead from Chicago.
And that's windy though. I ain't gonna front. When I got off, I'm like,
you fuck with that Common album?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was hoping he'd do touch bases on like the top rappers. Common is definitely top.
Common's up there. Common's up there.
Top three total.
Matter of fact, top 5 because top 3 is hard.
Top 3 is crazy. Yeah. But top 5 definitely Nas, Hov, Pop, Biggie.
No, from Chicago.
Oh, from Chicago. Oh.
That's a tough one. So I'm gonna
because you got name. You might say groups.
Oh yeah, you have to say do or die.
I got you. Yeah.
Psychodrama. Yeah. The nuisance. Like you have to say psychodrama. Crucial Conflict. They pay a major impact on Chicago hip hop scene. Common without a doubt, and of course
yeah. Damn, no Twister?
No Twister or Lupe Fiasco?
No Twister? Yo, he ain't back in the hood. Don't bring him back to the hood.
I mean, since I say Crucial Conflict, I mean, I could, take them on.
It's tough, yeah. You wasn't prepared for this.
I did mention impact.
You said.
Do or Die, Psychodrama, like they definitely opened the doors. Like we talking like the early 90s for like, a lot of people. So like I say that can kind of go into like when you mention top, like people that made a big impact. You can talk top 10 or top 5 in New York and then not mention the KRS.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? Like they Run DMCs, like they made a big impact.
Makes sense.
That's facts.
The only reason why I was like, yo, be stressing like getting your top 5 right, because like we can always refer back to this. And be like,
this is what you said. This is what you said.
Chicago, this is what he said.
All right.
Nothing to do with it.
All
But yeah, shout out to the crib. I said the crib. Shout out to Chicago. Anything y'all want to wrap up with? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got nothing. No, yeah, we good episode. Good episode.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Episode 10 next week. Continue to like, subscribe, share.
Share. Definitely share.
Shout out to my guy Billy for coming through.
Word.
But he made this flight. He was like, yeah, fuck y'all podcast.
Word. Hey, we'll keep you posted on this luggage. Yeah, word.
We'll let you know if they found this luggage and shit like that.
Continue.
Matter of fact, there's a GoFundMe right after this link in the description. Word.
Nah, shout out to everybody. See y'all in a few.
Word.
Peace.
This one episode we have.